What is up, y'all? Um, how are you doing? I'm in a different location, so if the audio is a bit weird. This is going to be a little bit of a personal one. Like, I'm hopefully no one I know gets in contact with me or finds this. But something I've been thinking about a lot lately is we're going to be talking about some relationship shit. Now, I'm obviously not going to disclose too much info, but the point is, the whole theme of this video is the older I get, the more and more, or the less and less I believe in like the fantasy of love and everything. And it's not that I don't believe in it, because I know what it's like to be in love, but I think I get, I hear more and more crazy stories the older I get. And I have diluted the image I've had of relationships when I was younger. I don't necessarily think I had a fairy tale image, but I am a lover boy at heart. I would much rather prefer that than anything casual. When I was younger, well, first of all, let's just go over some history. Let's go over some history. I was always a shy kid. I'm actually, no, I'm not shy, but I was very shy when I was younger. Never really the type to tell people I liked them. Very common, but that's just how I was. Didn't feel the most confident in that era. Not even because I didn't necessarily think people liked me, but I never wanted to be creepy to people, and that's still something I deal with today. Even if I get the vibe someone likes me, I don't want to go over and beyond and make someone uncomfortable. And I think a lot of it comes from some stuff with my personal, like with my family, and also I was raised very closely to a woman in my life, so I think there was always this doctrine in the back of my head. It's like I have to try extra hard to not make people feel uncomfortable or cause any harm to someone. And so I think it caused me to have this very idealistic view of women. I put them on a pedestal when I was younger. And I think that lasted for a while. And yeah, that lasted for a while until I started to actually have some negative experiences with girls in late middle school and early high school where I'm like, damn, they're the same as men. They can be fucked up too. And it's crazy because it sounds so childish to believe that all women are more innocent or more morally good or whatever. But I feel subconsciously that was something I actually believed. I had to really go above and beyond. And I still do, but I feel as a man I gotta be cordial. I got to be, there are gonna be times where I'm gonna pay a lot for a date and it might not lead to anything. And that's just it's just how it is. I know, and I've accepted that. I'm not complaining about that. But I do think, especially when I was younger, it was extra shell shock. Damn, some of these people are just fucked up. Fuck, bro, leading people on and shit. And then I got into a relationship. It was a lot of, it was long distance. So there was a lot of difficulties there. But that was the first person that I ever cared for in that way. And that really opened my eyes to oh damn, it is possible to get close to people. And then nowadays, I just become a lot more confident. I think I take care of myself a lot better than I was when I was younger. And it's weird watching how much easier it is to attract people. I know that sounds, I don't want to come off weird, but I do start to realize as I get older, it is a lot of external factors, which sucks because I don't like to think about life or relationships as just based off external things. And when I say external, I'm not even talking about body. I'm talking about even style or just the way you present yourself, social media, stuff that is so minuscule in the grand scheme of things, but it's it impacts the way people perceive you. And when I was younger, I was very anti all of that. And I think in some ways, even though I've become more confident in some areas, I'm also more insecure because I care a lot more about my image than I used to and how people perceive me. And so, anyways, the point is, I've been a lot more successful with girls than I was when I was younger. And I think I'm becoming numb to I don't want this to sound like I'm trying to be bragging about anything. I'm not, but I think because of the fact that I had this very childlike experience or childlike perception of love when I was younger, and watching that end, I feel every subsequent person to some extent, I'm just kind of I'm present, but I'm not fully there. I don't think I'll ever. I mean, no, this is not true, but at least in the time being, I will never allow myself mentally to care that much. And it's not because I don't believe that it's good for you or like love makes you weak or any of that, but it's just like it's so easy to get comfortable, and it's so easy to also like put all your eggs in one basket where like that person gives you meaning. And it's like you can try your hardest to stop it, but some of it just happens automatically. And that's the scary part. Is like I don't ever want to feel like I care so much about someone that it makes everything else feel meaningless. And I've been to that point where like I haven't cared about anything else but a girl. And that's not a good place to be in. As beautiful as love is, it's also a risk. And I don't know if I can take that risk. At least to that extent. Like I'm not opposed to relationships. I'm fine with going in another relationship. But I think this sounds so fucked up, but I think even if I get in another serious relationship, I'd be like playing pretend. Like I wouldn't be as invested as I was in the past, because it's like I can't put my entire mental into someone else's hands in that way. And I think, but also it's like by doing so, I'm holding myself back from like really liking them. And also, like I'm very blessed because I've had situations where I've gone bad with girls, but it's never been to the extent of like some of my friends. This is also I think why my perception is diluted. The older I get, the more and more I hear the craziest stories from my friends. Like I don't want to go into detail, but like toxic shit, like this terrible stories, terrible, and it makes me very grateful. I've never had to deal with that. And I think part of it is I'm very stubborn, so like, I feel like it's hard for me to be in a situation that I'm getting disrespected in. But I do think it makes me grateful because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, like maybe I'm not always in like a deep relationship or talking to someone all the time, but I also don't know if I necessarily want to be talking to just anyone all the time, because there's some, like I said, I've seen some bad situations. I definitely have, like, I used to be very anti-hookup, especially in high school. Like, I used to look at people and be like, how could you do this? Yeah. Nowadays, I don't really care. Like, I feel like as long as you're respectful, do what you want. But I do think it's crazy. Some people are just so, even with that, it's like some people are just so disrespectful or like so negligent. And I think that's also part of why my perception of love is diluted, because I think some of the behaviors I see nowadays are some of the ways people used to act in middle school with like texting games or just like not caring, like just being almost childish. And I'm like, damn, we're still doing this in college. This is crazy. Like, just be straight up. You know what I mean? I don't even know where this video is going. The point is, I've had some success with women lately, but it doesn't even feel like I'm so numb to it where I'm just like, damn. Like, it's just weird. I think also, I don't know, I'm going to make a whole nother video on this like self-image, but I feel like also part of me doesn't even really value if a girl does express interest in me, because I'm like, she wouldn't have liked me when I had more weight, or wouldn't have liked me if she really knew how nerdy I am or any of these other qualities. So like even in my head, I'll psych myself out and be like, you know, it's cool, but like she doesn't really know me. She just has this perception. You know, I stay kind of quiet. Actually, I'm not quiet, but I think I have this very very silent aura. If you don't know me, I think it's very easy to be like, oh, he's like this, but I'm really like this. So I know I'm just yapping, but I'm gonna make a whole nother video on self-image. But yeah, I think like that is something like I definitely think I used to be chubbier back in the day, like a few years ago, and also just a lot of things. I just wasn't taking care of myself. I still don't take care of myself that much, but I do think sometimes when I get female attention, I'm also in my head, I'm like, they wouldn't have liked me 2 years ago. So like it doesn't really feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just numb to it, and maybe I just haven't had a deep enough connection in the past few years for me to really appreciate, and so that's why like these connections feel so hollow. And it's crazy because I feel like when we were younger, we used to go crazy for like, oh, any person showing us attention, and I still do geek out and get giddy, but it's not like I used to. It's like I'm happy, but I'm still like I get happy because I'm like I said, I'm a lover boy. I like getting to know people. I like getting close to people. But in the back of my head, I think I'm so anxious about something going wrong that like I always hold back a bit, which is something I didn't used to do. Like I'm always in the back of my head, I'm cautious, like, oh, this is gonna go wrong any day now, and I'm usually right. But yeah, I'm just yapping. I'm just gonna post this on this channel, trying to post consistently. My computer's broken, so I'm recording this on this fucking school laptop. I gotta delete this from Photo Booth after I'm done. And I can't stream right now because my computer's broken. So I'm gonna try to get ahead on vlogs and other videos. I know I gotta be consistent, but check out my other channels if you like this. Check out my Instagram. Just made a new post yesterday. For the hugs. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. Keep God in your life. Peace.